Yeah, it looks pretty good. What's up, guys? So we are at it again, folks. The only downside to being over here next to the wood line is mosquitoes. Yeah, I know I'm smoking, guys. Probably not the best thing to be doing on the channel, but it do be like that. So, doing this OneTigris again. We're gonna do another setup. Basically, what we're doing right now. Is testing gear and equipment. Speaking of which, I don't have a hatchet. So we're just gonna go ahead and pop our tent real quick. And I'll show you guys a few more things I got in the bag. Probably really shouldn't be smoking on the channel or cussing as much, but so we got the steaks. I really hate setting up right here, guys. What I did bring out of this back pocket here is a thick mill contractor bag. I'm gonna set that about where I think my head's gonna be in this tent system. I'll waste the time here, folks, but it's alright, I'll figure it out. So basically last time, I mean the tent's gonna get dirty, you know. I gotta let go of that. Try to keep it clean. It's probably not gonna stay that way. Let's see how fast we can get this thing up real quick. This is the rainfly. Knew that was gonna happen. Big ant. Right about there. So this is just another day of getting acquainted with this tent. We may do a couple videos on it. It's fun to keep. You can make a lot of content out of just the tent, you know. It's not just the tent, dude. It's what we do with it. It's the adventure part of it. You know what I'm saying? Cool, OneTigris tent. Cool bag. Cool this, cool that. I'm glad you got your product. Now, what are you doing? So we're out here doing it. We're out here doing it, folks. Kind of cool how these are. They're on a little swivel system. You got to be real careful with these. I can already tell because the center. I'll show you guys up close. The way these tent poles are designed. See that center locking mechanism? You don't want to put any oblong force on that because you don't want to break that centerpiece, because if you do, the whole tent's fucked. That would be an important detail to know before purchasing this tent. Because I mean, the engineers want to do all this crafty stuff, but honestly, all they need to do is just do 2 cross poles that attach on the top of the tent. They don't need to do all that helicopter deal. It's like a pivoting joint, and I just don't like that part of the design. I mean, it's an honest video. We're just out here doing it. You know what I mean? Like, whatever gets said about the product is what gets said. You know what I mean? Like that. We're just gonna pop the ends of the rod and just run it. It goes up really easy. You're just gonna have to be easy on the piece of gear, you know. Don't be treating it like crap, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, technically, guys, we're already up. You know? These snips just go right on. It's pretty self-explanatory tent. It's real easy to install. It's not a lot of thinking to it, you know. Some of these tents can be kind of complicated. It's like simple shit, you know. I like simple, bro. Cool how you can kind of move it around too. If you don't stake it down yet, kind of make it easier to work with. And I'm not going to cut down any of this foliage because I need it for cover and concealment. I'm kind of running slow this morning, guys, just because of the fact that I was up late last night and tired. I just woke up not too long ago, and so I'm not at my 100th powwow, you know. But we're still out here doing this deal, and I'm telling you guys, so the next video, we're gonna go out and we're gonna do an overnighter next to a bass pond again, and we're gonna go fishing in that area. We're gonna stealth camp over there at night, and enjoy some more time in the woods, man. I want to do another camp and cook deal. I think that's pretty good right there, guys. See, and you can run it just like that, you know. Technically, you don't even need to stake it down in weather like this. It's not super windy, you know. It'll add stability to it if you go ahead and stake it down, but and it'll tighten it up too, you know. But I mean, it looks pretty good, you know. It really does look pretty good. And off from a distance, man, like over there in the middle of that lot, or over there where those buildings are at, we're a good probably 100 yards, 125 yards from the back of those buildings parking lot, and so it's kind of gonna be difficult to see that brown, and it's a really earthy brown too, you know. Like, I mean, look at this, like there's all kinds of dead leaves and stuff on the forest floor anyways, and this just kind of blends right on in with it. And that's the reason I didn't get the gray color, because the gray is so freaking cool. And honestly, like the gray tent, because of the colored gray that it is a very slick gray, and so it can deceive the eye a little bit, but just not enough. Like I need my shit to disappear basically, if at all, or if need be, you know. Like it'd be really sick if they came out with these in a couple of different camouflage patterns. Like if they had this tent woodland, bro, this thing would be king, dude. Like, you know, beef it up just a little bit, use the same design, but beef it up just a little bit. Maybe use instead of 70D, maybe use like 210D ripstop nylon, just something a little bit more durable. And then do a couple of different camo patterns, like do one in, you know, woodland camo, and then do another one in like fleck tarn, and do another one in like, you know, real tree or something like that. I don't know why our militaries don't use real tree for camouflage, because that stuff works really good. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's a reason for that, but it just kind of seems like real tree is really effective. I mean, it blends right in with the woods, you know. Yeah, we're still recording. Yeah, I'm glad I found that tripod. I had a telescope, but the lens piece was missing, and the new lens costs as much as a brand new telescope, so I just threw it away. Plus I never used that thing anyways. What's really cool about this too is this I'm gonna need to find some kind of give me a second, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta get a hammer. My tent stakes, guys, I like to kind of tighten them up pretty tight. And what's really cool is it does have this tensioner on there, so you can really get your tent tight. Ooh. Guys, we may end up using this, leaving this tent. I was planning on setting up a park. Guys, I am using these guy line strap or guy line loops on the corners. Ooh. it up too fast. A little lightheaded, lack of oxygen, but on those loops, on the corners, you really need to have another little loop tied onto that, or have some guy lines and use the guy lines with the stakes. Don't use what I'm doing. Don't just run them straight into the loops. You'll damage that loop, and it's easier to replace a little cordage with a whole 9-month loop. Bit soft, but it's kind of hard, and so the stakes go right in. Perfect. Absolutely stinking perfect, guys. That was a good setup, man. That was a really good one. I'm happy with that. I'm really, really happy with that. So basically, we're going to get this thing open as well. Yeah, it looks good. Let's go up here, take a quick walk around. Let's just see how visible this thing is during business hours and broad daylight, because that's really what this experiment is for. Is we want to see what the visual looks like from. See, these are, you can see them over there in the background. That's the back of the business complex. And then there's this big field, and then there's this wood line. And bro, you can't even hardly see that tent, man. Yeah, you're not gonna see that. No. Look how good that thing camos, bro. Oh my God, it camos perfectly. Holy mackerel, bro. It camos so well. Whoo, shit. Just the coyote tan, it's so surprising how well it just blends in. That's really crazy. Really, really crazy. But we want to hang out around the back side and let the tent do its job on the front. But I do have to jump. I can't do it with both hands unless I carry the tripod, so I do need to jump real quickly back behind the tent. Set you up right there, back behind the tent. I got a stake down outside over there. What do I do with my club? Damn it, I meant to save that. Yeah, here it is. This is my woods club for this area. Yeah. Oh, something else? Hold on. Stand by. Guys, I didn't even think about this. So that's a great spot to have that tent. But check this out. This is the better spot right here. I just saw it. See this little cubby hole up underneath these trees? It doesn't look like a lot, but watch. It's perfect. Look at the height from right here. Look how clear that is. You can set this dome tent right here up underneath all of this, and just absorb all that shade. All that shade. That's where I should have set it up. I mean, technically I still could. I just have to unstake it and move it around. But that's okay, because we're just doing another test right now. Because really ideally that would be better anyways if I could set up over there, because if I could move the tent and set up behind. We're going to discourage the path over here. I'm calling that discouragement, guys. People want to think it's not the easiest distance, so. For them to trip over on the way in. Really, you're going to kind of use that same stick, kind of clear some ground over on this area so you're not sitting in the weeds and shit where all the spiders are hiding. You don't want all that right outside your tent. Yard work. Cleared out a little bit of it. Just need a little room. So there we go. See, what I was wanting to do as well. You get lightheaded standing up and sitting down. So the problem is also, I think I set up the tent. Breathe. See, it's real on this channel, guys. It's real, bro. It's real. Getting short-winded. I don't think I don't think it's cigarettes. I think it's just standing up and down. Like I said, I'm tired. And so when I squat down and stand, like all the blood rush when I, you guys know. Oh my goodness. Mystery Ranch. Wow. I mean, really? At night? I'm sure you might be able to get away with a small fire over in this area, because it's about half a mile back towards, it's about half a mile of wood line that goes right in the middle of a block, and basically there's businesses on this side, and then you walk a straight line back through the woods right there and keep going, like you got about a half a mile of heavy wooded area with creeks and all kinds of stuff, and then it runs into the back of the neighborhood basically. But lengthwise, this wood line goes for, shoot, probably a whole mile, dude. Probably. It goes pretty far back there, dude. Pretty far. Oh yeah, let's do this. Let's just look at some things I got here. We're still recording. See, this material, guys, I'm telling you, this is the swag roll, but the material is just Now this is the pocket, and I'm not gonna undo this right now because I probably don't even need to get it out. It's pretty hot outside, but I don't know, it is still kind of a softer material. You just gotta take care of it so it doesn't get torn. It looks like a ripstop material. I think it is. I'll have to double check on that because that's important. You don't want delicate ass gear, you got a baby in the field, you know. We'll toss her right there. Get our pack up. I don't have a whole bunch on me, guys, but I'll show you some of the stuff I got. This butterfly's open, and basically I got an extra shirt, and it's a good idea. We talked about that yesterday. Keep a long sleeve on you just in case, you know, you start getting sunburn, you don't have sunblock or whatever. Having an extra long sleeve in the summer really helps. And I was going to bring my blue camo fishing shirt out here because I was going to show it to you guys as an example, because it's designed, the material is designed to keep you cool in the heat, but it's also SPF 50, so it has some UV resistance to it. And I've also got some gloves that go with that shirt that are from the same company, so and they're real thin, fingerless gloves. Anyways, it's just good to protect your skin. And I will pick that up. Next thing I got here, I don't have a real expensive one. I just got the base model Climate Static V inflatable sleeping pad. Then on the inside of here, guys, on either side, I keep in these bottle holders. On either side, I'm able to carry an entire liter of water, and I also stopped drinking Pepsi and Red Bull-ish and started just drinking the Mio water with caffeine, so it's not full of a bunch of stuff that's bad for you. But anyways, so that's just what's in these front pouches, and then I also have this center one, which I'll pull stuff out of that and show you guys a little bit of gear that I've got. But for right this second, we're gonna get some of this going. That. So basically in my pack, it flies open like this really nicely. I mean, everything is nice and open. It's just wild to me, dude. It's really cool. Then of course, on the back of the pack, which is really cool because I have a loop right here so you can pick it up like this to move it. It's on the inside of the lid. Basically, there's a bunch of laptop space in the back, which is cool. I'm getting used to it. But right now, all I keep in there is my tarp. I'm just going to call it a rainfly, because really that's what it is. Oh, also in these side pouches, it's got side pouches on the inside. I keep a headlamp. Tums for acid reflux. I keep an extra lighter. I keep some tinder tabs. They're little impregnated cigarette filter tabs, and you can break those apart. You can really stretch those out. I mean, if you wanted to, you could take your multi-tool and just cut little bitty pieces off of it. And if you're delicate with your fire starting, you should be able to stretch this can out for quite a while. Also, I just keep some Molly's webbing in here with another Fastex buckle. I'll give you guys a closer look. Just with an extra Fastex buckle, a little bit of extra Molly's webbing, enough to, you know, do a strap, a belt strap or a chest strap if I need one. I could also use it as a belt if, you know, my leather belt breaks. You know, you can use it for a lot of things. I can, you know, sew this onto my packs if I need extra Molly's webbing. So there's lots of uses for this, but I keep that right here in my side pouch. I've also got some pocket change in there because it helps to just have backpack quarters, you know. backpack change is great. I keep a lanyard in here. These are the guy lines for my tent. They came with my tent. And basically the way I keep my cordage is I half all my cordage until, you know, I get it too small to fold over itself, and then I basically just tie an overhand knot with it. And it keeps it all together and organized. I have another lanyard with a Fast-Tex buckle on it, so I can always cut this Fast-Tex buckle off if I need to be able to use it. I've also got a little B-ring there to use to secure things. I've got some other elastic, webbing here. I've got probably about 50-foot hank of multi-cam paracord. Right now I'm keeping a couple of extra spare charge cables in there. I don't really need them, but I don't have another place to keep them at. And I have, which I need to get more batteries for, a little mini flashlight, so I can see inside my pack if I need to, if all my other batteries are dead. We're just gonna stuff this stuff back inside here. So we've already kind of been through this guy, but I keep him on the inside because it's such a light pack that it really doesn't add a whole bunch of pack weight to me. So basically, you know, I keep this in here, that way I can keep, you know, some organization going. And basically it's just kind of like a multi-purpose, you know, dump sack. But it's also a breakaway, so if I was having to exit a situation, I had to drop non-essential gear, I could pop the top on that bag, grab a couple valuables that I need, stuff it in this pack, yank this pack out of that bag, toss that one in the bushes, and come back for it later. But basically in here, I keep a pressure gauge for my tires, just in case I need to deal with that. I keep a permanent marker in red, 2 ink pens. I've got some super glue in here, and I've got 2 varieties of, now these things are great, guys. I get these at Walmart, and they also have name brand ones probably at the store you're shopping at, but these go really, really, really well as kind of like an MRE entree. They're $1.52 versus a $3 MRE entree, which an MRE entree is probably gonna have more, you know, food and calories in there, but this has 12 grams of protein and 70 calories. That one of them was chicken and one of them was pulled pork. I believe I have, what else do I got down in there? I know I've got a silk, oh, okay. I know where it's at. So there is another dump pouch right here in the front that I'm not using right now. But basically in this pouch, I keep, you know, just different items. I've got some extra fire tinder. I've got another, you know, I've got another mask, or just a dust mask in there, just in case I need to protect my breathing. And then I've got my lensetic compass, or my base plate compass. Mine's just made by True Arc. I don't have the other one. And then also I keep a Silcott key in there as well, and a set of fingernail clippers, which I currently need to use, so I'm going to pull those out real quick. And I've also got an Allen key that fits my stem and a few other parts on my BMX bike. This guy creates a lot of organization, and it helps me to be able to get through this pack really fast, so I don't have just a pile of junk in there. But see, I try to mix it up. I'll do some water, some caffeinated water. That way I can get a little bit of a buzz going, but I also stay really, really hydrated. Because it's this heat, man, that just wants to get you. So basically we're gonna zip this up for right now, because we're done doing what we're gonna do for right this second. So on the bottom of this pack, we've got some Powell's webbing that goes on the bottom of the pack. And then, like I said, I keep 2 of these compression straps on here. But yeah, just in case you need to attach something on the bottom. On the sides, I just keep I keep a tourniquet. I don't want to pull it completely out. I keep my bottle of Mio water, and then I've got my Silky on there. And then this pack has Powell's webbing all up and down the side, so you can attach all kinds of stuff to it. On this side, I keep electrical tape and a hair tie. On my D-rings, I keep 2 D-rings. And I've also got my Mora knife, and I've got my multi-cam boonie cap in here. It's my multi-cam boonie cap. And then it's also got these huge freaking zipper openings on the top. This is a Cordura material, guys. And it's super waterproof, but basically it has these pull tabs here to where you can just yank it, you know. But in my top sack, I keep 2 Cliff bars. I get the cheap brand because they're cheaper. I keep a plastic spoon, my bike lock, and my EDC keys. Go Gadget keys. Damn it. Zip that back up, and then at the top, I keep, this is my smoke kit, and then also these are my survival tins as well. So if I had to cook out of these on a fire, if I needed to cook some game, or cook some fish that I caught, I could cook it on this, or I could just use it as a plate, you know. So I keep that in there. Also, I've just got my cigarette, tobacco, and papers in here right now, but it could be used for those purposes. Or it can just be used as, you know, if you need like a plate to like mess with small stuff that you don't want to drop, or because you got to do a repair of some kind, you can use those as well. I got my extra phone on me. I've got 2 of my vapor pens. And then I keep my wallet in there as well. So basically there's quite a bit of stuff in there. As you can tell. Check and make sure we didn't get a text. I think we're good. We're doing pretty good on time here, guys, I think. Are we still recording? I don't know if we're recording. I think we ran out of room. Nope, we're still going. 38 minutes. We should have a little bit of time. I'm gonna move you guys over here though for a minute. See, this is why this freaking tripod is so cool. So I can just move you guys around where I want, you know. Cool. So, generally, let's do this first. We're gonna go ahead and open this dude up. I mean, you could try to fly that open if you wanted to, but I don't think we would. I don't think it'd be, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, guys. I don't really care. This is going to go around here. Essentially up on this side. Hopefully it should create us a crossing. I do think the tent's facing in the wrong direction for that, but that's okay. Dude, that's so awesome. They have these little squeeze clips on here. How you cinch these down. And you can kind of just cinch them down, like pull on it and squeeze and they cinch down. So it's pretty nice. I mean, I'm really digging this system here. It's looking pretty freaking fly, honestly. It's looking pretty fly. I'm sure it's gonna be super hot in there. Look on the inside of here real quick while we got time. Actually, I'm gonna do this real quick. Still recording. Sorry. Gotta be quick, draw, McGraw on that one. generally keep all these like stuff sacks and bags, put them all inside of one bag, that way we don't lose any of them. I'm gonna keep them in 2 separate ones right this second, just because I may have to wrap up these tent stakes real quick. Or I may deploy a ridgeline real quick. I don't know yet. Let's see. I think I'm going to. I'm not gonna bring my pack in just yet. Basically, yeah, this is a great system here. Let's get all up inside this piece. Look how it goes through. We got 2 openings. You've got basically right there, you have toggles and squeeze clips to be able to cinch up that little flap, and it creates a pocket, you know, for all kinds of storage. You got one of those on both sides. You got this nice bathtub floor, 70D ripstop nylon. It's got some waterproofing silicone sprayed on the inside and probably on the outside, but it's like kind of a rubbery inside. But you're definitely going to need a footprint for this tent, because and you want to get a decent footprint, that way it blocks, you know, all the pokies from stabbing through your tent bottom, because then all of a sudden you just ruined a $150 tent just not taking care of it. But you know, it's nice. Like the sides come up and basically waterproof everything, you know, up to here. The front only goes up, of course, you know, it's like a shower curb on a walk-in shower. But here's your corner stitching. It all looks pretty robust in there. Sealed seams. I mean, all in all, it looks like a pretty well constructed tent. You've got all kinds of toggles and stuff here. If you need to, you know, hang some cordage and dry some stuff, you got hooks and systems all up in there that you can hang shit from. That center hook is a lantern hook. I know if I crawl inside of there, it's gonna go up about 4 degrees, and it's already in the 90s out here, so it'll probably be a gentle cross breeze. But if I was gonna sleep in there during the daytime, I'd definitely be in a pair of shorts, and it'd be hot. It'd be nice to figure out some kind of a fan that could run off the wind. Would be super dope. I don't know if that's been invented yet, but basically we're gonna close this deal off for right now. Feels like, actually, let's crawl in there real quick, guys. Let's just do it. Ooh, see, I already felt like an acorn or a stick or something underneath there, but I think it got blocked. Oh yeah. Oh dude, it's not bad in here at all as far as temperature. Yeah, if I had a pair of shorts, I'd be chilling, dude. It's not bad in here at all. It's nice and spacious. And then my swag roll, this is the cool thing about this thing here. The swag roll, bro, works beautifully as a pillow at night. But yeah, the cross breeze. So basically I just need to face the tent into the wind, and that breeze will blow through here and keep me cool. And it's really not that cold, or it's not that hot in here right now. You know, it's not that hot, you know, and I can do a directional thing. And then also I was watching Fun in the Wood with David Pearson's. He's got a great channel, but he basically made a tarp setup that directed the wind into the side of his tent, so it became like a natural fan, and that was super dope. He just used a tarp, which I have. I just need to set it up. So here's the top of the tent. Inside, I'll give you guys another. I mean, it's a pretty sizable deal in here. There's definitely enough room for 2 people. There's enough room for me and my equipment, me and my bike. This is a good shelter system, dude, and I guarantee you, if you stake it down tight, run your guy lines, you could definitely withstand some severe weather in here. And if I was in severe